John Prescott has died this morning. He was a man whose life and career embodied grit, loyalty, the contradictions of British politics, and he passed away this morning at 86. He'd spent his life committed to the Labour Party, often with blunt charm, the occasional fist, unapologetic passion that made him a singular figure in modern political history. He was born in Wales in 1938. He was the son of a railway man, and he started off on the Cunard cruise liners and ended up in Westminster as the deputy to Tony Blair's modernising New Labour project. And he was, I think, deputy minister for a decade, from 1997. I think Tony Blair saw him as a bridge between the old Labour and the new Labour, and he was apparently very charming, and Blair apparently also referenced his brutality. He mediated disputes, smoothed over tensions between Blair and Gordon Brown, remained a voice for Labour's working class roots. His political instincts were sharp, his intellect was remarkable, and Blair called him integral to Labour's historic 3 consecutive terms in office. He described their relationship as unconventional but indispensable, and he was a man who was not afraid of confrontation, whether with his own colleagues or memorably with the egg-throwing protester in 2001. He oversaw key portfolios, including transport and environment, played a critical role in negotiating the Kyoto Protocol on climate change, and he was, beyond his office, he was a tireless fighter for social justice and environmental protection. And he was complex. He defended Jeremy Corbyn from detractors. He publicly condemned the Iraq War. He had principles. Representing Hull for 40 years, his devotion to the city was unwavering. His family described his role as a constituency MP as his greatest honour, something that other MPs today should be aware of and should respect. A lot of MPs see their constituency as a way into the doors of Westminster. Prescott saw his constituency as the reason why he went to Westminster. That is the right thing to have done. He was elevated to the Lords in 2010 and took the title Lord Prescott of Kingston upon Hull, but spoke sparingly and only with purpose. He had a stroke in 2019, a long battle with Alzheimer's, yet his legacy as a giant, not only in the Labour Party but in Westminster, is remarkable. He is one of the most talented and committed people in politics, said Blair. His public persona, this mixture of bluntness and glumness, but also this sort of the point at which his face broke into a smile. He didn't always look glum. He was a man of profound substance, and I think as one looks back on his career, there are lots of things to recognise as pointers and examples of how to do the job. So yes, he hit somebody, but he hit somebody in response and arguably in self-defence. There have been other people who've gone out with fisticuffs, and certainly the imagery on CCTV doesn't suggest self-defence. It suggests anger. I don't think hitting somebody is a terribly good idea, but if you're going to do it with conviction and do it in response, rather than in some sort of cowardly slug with the left hand followed up by 6 further thumps. His family, in a statement, have said he spent his life trying to improve the lives of others. And I hope that's an inspiration.